Hey there! I was just catching up on some much needed sleep. Welcome back to my channel, where today we'll be embarking on a fascinating journey to the largest moon of Saturn, Titan. I've spent a solid 7 hours on this Starline ship so far, with a couple of stops at Mars and Europa along the way. I've been killing time by watching Death Note, but fatigue finally set in, and I needed a quick power nap. The view out the window is absolutely breathtaking. I've never seen Saturn this close up before. We'll cut to the moment when we actually land on its largest moon, Titan. We've arrived in Shambhala, the capital city of Titan, and it's just past 1:15 p.m. local time here. Though back home in California, the time is significantly different. There's a museum at the starport that I'm really keen on visiting first, so let's get moving. This place is incredible. Look at this hologram depicting what Titan was like a staggering 5,000 years ago before it was terraformed. The museum itself is extensive, spanning 5 millennia of Titan's transformation. Check out this awesome image of the very first pioneers who set foot on this moon. Pretty amazing, isn't it? Before diving into specific attractions, let's take a moment to appreciate the beauty of the city. The vegetation here is striking, with a distinct dark purplish hue due to being situated far from the sun. I feel noticeably lighter and agile due to Titan's reduced gravity. Despite having the option to visit Mars, Venus, or the Galilean moons, I felt drawn to Titan due to it being the sole terraformed moon of Saturn, and curiously its population is an astonishing 3.5 billion people. Wow, there's a lot of unfamiliar food choices here. Interestingly, there's an entire Earth aisle with food products I recognize. Even better, I spot some Japanese options as well, so I'm definitely grabbing a plate of chicken katsu. Given that Titan is tidally locked, I'm currently on the portion facing away from Saturn. I'm about to take a sky cruiser to the other side of the moon. We'll pick up the footage when I arrive there. We've reached the city of Orith, and let me tell you, the view is nothing short of stunning. You can actually see Saturn in the sky. It's an absolutely amazing sight. Down here, there's this flower area that's really captivating too. I'm currently enjoying a meal at this place called the Mist Pot. By the way, is it cool if I record some footage here?
Sure.
Whoa, this food is surprisingly spicy. Hey, what is it like living here on Titan?
Great. I have been living here my entire life. In fact, my family history goes back to the first group of settlers that landed on Titan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I even have some relatives who live in those floating cities on Saturn.
I'm originally from Earth.
Wow, most of the tourists that come to Titan are from Mars or the Galilean moons or even Jupiter or Uranus. There isn't many people who come here from Earth, but Saturnians there, like our brothers. You know, they be people who come from floating cities on the sky.
Have you ever visited Saturn?
Nah, to be honest, the idea of being on one of those floating cities on Saturn kind of scares me.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy to think that there are billions of people living on Saturn, surrounded by those massive storms. It's a bit scary to consider the risks involved. One wrong move, and a whole city could be wiped out instantly.
Well, you don't have to worry about that on Titan. We got solid dirt ground beneath our feet. What's it like all the way there on Earth? I know that when I was a kid, they had school textbooks with pictures of Earth at our school, and I never visited Earth because my family was always here, and I don't really know anyone from there.
Life on Earth has its moments, but it can get pretty routine. That's why this trip to Titan was a nice change of pace for me. There are plenty of historic structures on Earth, but sometimes the familiar surroundings can feel monotonous. It's tough to put into words, but I can tell you one thing. Looking at the sun on Earth can definitely damage your eyesight, unlike here on Titan.
Interesting.
Hey, I'll take another plate of those methane-spiced curry dumplings, please. Just the dumplings, that's all I want. Those things are seriously delicious. That concludes this vlog. The locals have been incredibly friendly, and this whole experience has been truly enlightening. Life on the edge of the solar system is pretty fascinating. Apologies for my sparse uploads recently, but traveling to this moon has kept me quite busy. I might stick around for a bit longer, but I assure you, I'll return soon. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and take care.